The story of Senator Nicole Mitchell is one that's left Minnesotans stunned, and it's sending shockwaves through the state's political landscape. The Minnesota Capitol has always been a place of heated debate and close votes, but now, with this scandal, the stakes are higher than ever. Let's break down exactly what happened and why it matters so much. On July 18th, in a packed courtroom in Detroit Lakes, a jury found State Senator Nicole Mitchell guilty of first-degree burglary and possessing burglary tools. The verdict was the result of a high-profile trial that gripped the state, with every detail scrutinized by the public and the press. Mitchell, a Democrat representing the city of Woodbury, was arrested last year after a late-night break-in at her stepmother's home. The incident shocked her constituents and colleagues alike, as she had been seen as a rising star in Minnesota politics. When police arrived, they found Mitchell hiding in the basement, dressed head to toe in black. She was carrying a flashlight, a pair of gloves, and a crowbar, tools that prosecutors argued showed she was prepared for a break-in. The evidence was damning, and it painted a picture of a carefully planned crime. Mitchell claimed she was there out of concern for her stepmother, who suffers from Alzheimer's disease. She said she was worried about her stepmother's well-being and wanted to check on her, insisting that her intentions were never criminal. But the circumstances, her attire, the time of night, and the tools she carried, raised serious doubts. Prosecutors countered that Mitchell's actions were deliberate and calculated, arguing that she intended to steal from her stepmother. The jury listened to days of testimony, reviewed the evidence, and ultimately agreed with the prosecution. The fallout from this verdict is enormous, both for Mitchell personally and for the state as a whole. The Minnesota Senate is now in a precarious position. Democrats have held on to a razor-thin, one-seat majority, and Mitchell's vote was often the deciding factor in key legislation. With her conviction, that majority is suddenly at risk, and the future of many important bills is now uncertain. Mitchell has promised to resign by August 4th, but if she doesn't, the governor has the authority to call a special session and move to expel her from the Senate. This process could be contentious, and it's already sparking debate among lawmakers and voters about accountability and ethics in government. Once Mitchell's seat is officially vacant, a special election will be held to fill it. The outcome of that election could tip the balance of power in the Senate, potentially giving Republicans control or solidifying the Democrats' hold. Every vote will count, and the eyes of the state and the nation will be watching closely. Meanwhile, Mitchell has announced plans to appeal her conviction, hoping to clear her name and possibly reclaim her seat. But until the legal process plays out, Minnesota politics remain in a state of limbo, with uncertainty hanging over the Capitol and the communities that depend on its leadership. For a deeper dive into the details of this case, including court documents and expert analysis, check out the article linked in the description below. We'll continue to follow this developing story and bring you the latest updates as they happen. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more breaking news, in-depth analysis, and updates on the stories that matter most to you.